to Wesleyan and to the third early modern workshop. In case you don't know, I'm not that better, although I'm on the web. So if you took care to look at the website, you probably saw my image there. This is the third early modern workshop, and the first one took place here and started here in this room 2 years ago. When we met here in this room 2 years ago, we were really thinking that we were charting new waters, not knowing where we'd end up. We experimented with a new format of an academic gathering in banning, so to speak, formal papers except for the keynote address, and instead in focusing on discussing broader issues through text in a seminar setting. But beyond the format, we also wanted to see if we could push for new questions about the early modern period in Jewish history in the course of our discussions. We wanted to map out the parameters of the period in order to see what distinguished the early modern period in the Jewish experience from both medieval and modern. We also wanted to understand what was shared by Jews and non-Jews in the early modern period, and what may have been distinctly Jewish. To put it bluntly, we wanted to know what makes the early modern period early modern, and how Jewish was Jewish history in that period, and to what extent the experience of the Jews was part of a broader world in which they lived. In the process, we created an online resource for us and our students of early modern texts. To create an online resource like that was an idea that originated out of frustration for the dearth of primary sources available in English in this field. We thought we'd post the texts discussed in the workshop online in a simple website, but then the ITS crew, the crew from the Information Technology Department, and Manolis Kaparakis, who is here, suggested that we can make it bigger and better. 2 years later, after countless hours of designing and tweaking with the website, we have an impressive, if I may say so, resource in early modern Jewish history at the, of course, earlymodern.org. There you can find the sources in the original languages and the English translation, the videotaped discussions during the workshop, which were edited and annotated with subtitles for clarity. But we wanted to improve the site and the project even more, and I hope that this time around we can think about where we want to go from here. And tomorrow we'll have an opportunity to discuss it at the dinner. I want to thank all of you for coming to participate in this third workshop. This time it's focused on gender, family, and social structures. We'll discuss the role of marriage in early modern social and political structures, women's economic activities, questions of gender in ritual and Kabbalah, and other exciting things as well. I want to thank past participants, some of whom are here, and my colleagues who are on the organizing committee, Bernard Cooperman, Edward Fram, Deborah Kaplan, and Adam Teller, for their contributions. I want to thank now formally Manolis Kaparakis from the Information Technology Department. Without his push, we would not have been able to create such a terrific electronic resource. Alan Wilkinson, who is not with us here, but will join us to some of these meals tomorrow and perhaps on Tuesday, whose expertise in the video technology productions and most of all patience made it possible for us to have the videos posted online. She's probably the only person who can recite word for word all that has been said in previous workshops and will be able to recite word for word everything that will be said at this workshop. She's also the only person in this room and in this group who has dreamt of all of us who have been in the past workshops, even though she hasn't met you, and will dream of us in the future, without perhaps meeting. I want to thank Wallace Kono for the design of the website, he's also not with us today, and many other members of the IT department at Wesleyan whose support has been invaluable. Mike Roy, Eric Flores Rueda, and our camera operators, Grant Morgan and Luis Hanel. They've been with us for every minute in each of the workshops. I want to express thanks to the institutions that are supporting this workshop. At Wesleyan University, thanks go to Jewish and Israel Studies Certificate Program, the Office of Academic Affairs, the Academic Deans, and Center for Faculty Career Development. I also want to thank University of Maryland's Louis L. Kaplan Chair of Jewish History, a host of our last year's workshop, and our continuous supporters from the very beginning. Thanks go this year to our new partner, Yeshiva University, and all these institutions provided significant financial support. If you or your institution are interested in becoming co-sponsors or co-hosts, talk to me at any point. We are happy to expand our ranks. Now, without much further ado, let me introduce our keynote speaker today, Mary Wiesner-Hans, who I think really doesn't need an introduction. She works on early modern European history and has been a strong advocate for comparative history, especially comparative religious history and history of women and gender. Mary's publication record is outstanding. She's the author of Women and Gender in Early Modern Europe, published by Cambridge in 1993, and winner of the 1995 Choice Outstanding Academic Books Award. Gender, Church and State in Early Modern Germany, published in 1998. Gender in History, published in 2000. Christianity and Sexuality in the Early Modern World, published in 2000. Early Modern, most recently, Early Modern Europe, 1450-1789, published just recently by Cambridge. Mary is also interested in the type of activity we're doing in bringing primary sources to students, teachers, and scholars. She has co-edited with Monika Chojnacka, Ages of Woman, Ages of Man, Sources on European Social History, 1250-1750, published in 2002, with Lisa DiCaprio, Lives and Voices, a source book on European women, published in 2001. Today, she will talk to us about marriage and family in the early modern period. And at the end of the workshop, and hopefully during the workshop, we'll share her remarks with us. So please join me in welcoming Mary Wiesner.